Hi, I'm Donnie Wood with DRILLMAX. I just want to take some time and I just want to do a quick walk around video with you guys to show you our features of the DM250. It's going to start here with our hydraulic tank. We have easy to get to return filter here that's easy to maintenance and service. We have a nice clean out section here where when we change oil we remove this. We're able to get in there and wipe out stuff inside the hydraulic tank before we put new clean oil in there. And also just underneath the machine here is where our charge filters are at for our hydrostats, and they're also located in a nice easy spot to get to be able to change those filters. Another feature we have is our double 12-volt fan cooling system. We have sensors on this so that on a cool day like today, your fans would not kick on until the oil reached 130 degrees. We also have a hot oil indicator light at the control panel here that I'll show you in a few minutes that will kick on if the oil gets too warm. But this cooler it's a good cooler. It's going to help prevent wear and tear on your hydraulics, and it's doing a really good job keeping our hydraulic temperature at the right temperature. Down below the machine here is our 4x3 centrifugal pump with a 13-inch impeller. We have it mounted good and low to the ground. Our suction comes right out here in front of the tire, so it's easy to connect your suction plumbing to it. Our discharge plumbing comes through the top of the decking, and this is our valve that we use to prime the pump. You can run either a clean water hose to this from your water truck, or some guys actually put a gas-powered pump that they use to plug into this to prime. Coming up just a little bit higher is our mud mixing valve. We actually have a valve handle that attaches here and goes back to the control panel that's easily open and closed. So to mix mud, you just close off your main mud valve, open this valve, and now we would be circulating water back from your mud pit or your mud tank, however you're circulating, and this is how you could mix mud easily on a job site. As we come just a little bit further back, we mount our Van Air compressors right over the center of the rear axle. This is 125 CFM, 150 PSI air compressor that has variable volume control on it. As we come back here to the control panel, this is probably where we'll spend most of the time on the video. Right up above our control panel is where we have your main mud valve, your mixing valve, and your air valve. So all three of these handles are really easy to get to for the driller to be able to open and close those and be able to switch back and forth as needed. Starting up here in the top left is our engine gauge. We can read RPMs, oil pressure, and temperature from this gauge, along with the hour meter is in here. Safety feature we now have on this is the e-stops that you can push in if you have trouble or you need to kill the engine. And then across the top we have all of our pressure gauges. Starting here we have an air pressure gauge that'll tell you what your air compressor is putting out. The next gauge is our winch pressure gauge, which reads the entire valve bank that your winch is on. Next is our pull down pressure gauge that you can tell what your pull down pressure is at all times. And then finally rotation pressure. As we keep coming across the top here, these are the working lights, on-off toggle switch for your that are on your mast. And then here's the auto indicator light that we talked about just a few minutes ago. Coming back just down below this is the mechanical control valve for your mud pump and your air compressor. Down will be mud pump and up will be air compressor. As you can see, these valves are on a friction detent, which makes them good variable volume control, so you can control your mud pump flow by how much you stroke this control lever. Our top valve assembly is on a pressure compensated, and the Brannan valve is what controls this pressure. So when this valve is closed like this, none of this valve bank works at all. You actually have to give this valve some pressure for your pull down to work, or your setup valves, which are your 4 leveling jacks and your mast lift. Over here to the right is your rotation. Very similar to the mud pump, it's on variable volume control, so the more you stroke this, the faster your rotation goes. and we have forward and reverse. Our air compressor switch, this must be turned on for the air compressor to work. So when operating the air compressor, you would simply just turn this switch on, and then you'd be able to use your controller to turn your air compressor on. We offer 3 settings on our engine throttle. So when we engage this machine, we have 1200 RPMs, 1500 RPMs, and 1800 RPMs. One of the really nice things about this machine is our hydraulics are so strong that we're able to complete most holes just at 1500 RPMs, which helps on fuel cost. Our bottom valve bank is where your breakout wrench, your jib features, your top head slide, fast feed and winch and all are located. So we're able to operate with our hydraulics. We're able to operate our mud pump. We're able to operate our pull down. We're able to operate our rotation, and we're able to still run our fast feed winch circuit, and we don't lose any oil from anything else. All right, while I'm right here by the control panel, I just want to show our mud plumbing system. We use all 2.5-inch discharge plumbing for these 4x3 centrifugals, so we can restrict our water loss going down the hole. So that stays 2.5 until we get to the top of the top head where our swivel packing is at. Up on the top of our top head, we do have a easy to get to swivel packing adjustment nut, and also a bearing adjustment nut that makes for very simple in-field adjustments when needed. We do design our own top head now, and we are just beginning to come up with our own tooling. So anything you see here on our top head subs is all stuff that's engineered and designed here in Salina, Kansas by our engineers. Top head carriage, new feature we have here are our top head rollers. So we have 3 rollers on each corner that help hold the carriage system to the derrick. All of these are on cam, so they're all adjustable, and they do have grease fittings in them. Our table assembly here, you can see our cutout in our table assembly comes around here. We're actually able, this is a 14-inch opening between here, so we're able to actually set 12-inch surface casing, goes right in between this table very easily. Another feature on our table is our breakout fork assembly. So as you're coming in and out, you just slide this fork in and out here to get on your wrench flats. And this is a very easy way to break in and out of the hole. So as you're bringing this in and hold it, the breakout wrench is very easily held by the operator to come over and grab the drill pipe. It's a nice heavy duty wrench with 48-inch hook jaw and heel jaw, but this handle just makes it real light, nice and easy for the operator to handle. All right, so this is one of our newest features on the DM250. This is our new 8-rod carousel for 3-inch OD drill pipe. So we're able to carry 160 feet of drill rod in a carousel. How the carousel will work is the head will go up and their head slides off to the right to go over to grab a rod in and out of the carousel. We have indicators machined in the bottom pod here that line up with an arrow over here that tell us when we're lined up with the next rod. On the bottom of our carousel is the hydraulic motor, which allows us to rotate the carousel either direction so we can easily get to the next position that we need to be at, whether we're going in the hole or out of the hole. On this machine, you have an option with the carousel to either get a stabilizer rack and a grout system, which we'll show you in a minute, or we have an option for a small 5-rod pipe rack that is not on this one. But in this particular case, a 8 3/4-inch bit on the end of a 8-inch stabilizer will be stored in this rack that'll be 10 feet long. On our standard machine, we would have a single rod loader here and a pipe rack that would hold 200 feet of drill pipe. The single rod loader, you would use our winch system to pull rods out of the pipe rack, and it lines up with the rod loader, and you just screw the rods out by hand. Very easy, very fast way to do it. This is our other new feature on the DM250 we're really excited about. This is an in-deck grouter system that's going to hold 40 gallons. As you open this up, we have mixing blades inside here that's going to mix the grout. And then down here on the bottom is our pump that's going to pump the grout out. The controls that operate this grouter are just located in a great position Right here, it's at a good comfortable height to be able to load bags in to mix, and these valves are very easy to get to. We have a little bit of extra deck space up here where you could actually put a few bags of your bentonite while you're getting ready to mix them. So we only mount our DM250s on the Ram 5500. All these trucks are four-wheel drive with an automatic transmission. Ram offers us a very good bodybuilder system to work with. You open the door here, you can see how nice the inside of the cab is, and then you can see our controls in here for our engage and disengage of the unit. On this DM250, you get all of this, and you're still under Class A, B, CDL requirements. This truck is very strong, very powerful. It drives good down the highway and has good pulling power when you get off the road. Another good feature for this DM250 is the access panel that we have. You just take a flathead screwdriver, turn these two slots both 180 degrees, and then you're able to very easily pop this out. And then right here you can see how nice and neat everything is run here. All the hoses are in a nice straight line. Hydraulics are very easily gotten to from the top side of the deck. All of our hydraulic hoses are labeled. We have tags on them that indicate material numbers for us. So our service department is easily able to track down, based on this material number, how long the hose is and what hose ends it would need on it. So we're able to ship hoses quickly. Everything on this machine is field supportable. We have a great service department that's able to keep track of all your needs. Every call you make into us is logged in our system. We're able to ship parts same day. Now we're able to help from 3 locations with our service department. We're able to help from Salina, Kansas, Ocala, Florida, and now Oxford, Pennsylvania. I want to thank you guys for watching this DM250 video with us today. If you have any further questions, please give us a call at 352-854-1566 and visit our website at DRILLMAXRigs.com.